Hey guys, Big Red 310's back in. Spinnernet asked me to do a while back the best and worst Summerslams, and I made a vid about that. And I told a couple people I thought I didn't do a good job with that vid. I don't think I did it as best as I could. I was kind of rushed, and I thought that since I don't want to take the vid down because I said other stuff in the vid, I'm just gonna avenge it by saying my top 10 SummerSlam matches. And if you haven't seen this, if you have not seen any of these matches, you have to go check them out right now. So yeah, like I said, top 10. I'm about to watch this. Yeah, like I said, SurvivorSeries07, a cut above. I just finished Old Feature 2. It took me a long time. I had family come in last week, Thursday, Friday, and they left today. So I finally got to finish Double Feature 2 because I didn't have enough time. Now I have a lot more free time. And, I've been on vacation for a month. We're kind of tired. We've kind of already, it's kind of like our vacation's kind of wearing out. So there's not much that we're going to do. And cut above, Homecoming 2, Validation, Never Say Die, Bolo 2005, Cage Rage, 5th Year Festival New York, 5th Year Festival Finale, my Kurt Angle DVD, The Macho Man, The Rise and Fall of WCW when I get back. I might even review the Dexter 3rd season, and then after that, we'll just play it by ear. I'm thinking of getting the best of PWG, DDT4. I heard contention was bad. I heard besides the Steen Erico and the Wolves and Lynn Black, which is a non-title match, I heard nothing was really special. I want to get Manhattan Man 3, but I heard contention's nothing good, so I'm not really going to go out of my way to get that. Okay, so quickly, let's go to, people have been asking what happened with me in SurvivorSeries07. Basically, I disagree with what he said on the Batista vid. The first time, I was kind of upset, but he kind of sounded like a mark in the second one where he said, especially the one that really pissed me off, Batista only has bad matches with shitty wrestlers, which is total bullshit. I've seen Batista on pay-per-view. I've seen Batista have bad matches with Triple H, Booker T, Randy Orton, Edge. Who the fuck has a bad match with Edge? I mean, seriously, I don't hate Batista. I'm not an anti-Batista person. I just not too high on the guy, let's just say. But anyways, Batista, don't like him that much, to be honest. And he says, Batista's mic skills fit his character. Nah, not in my opinion. I really don't like Dave Batista. I'm not an anti-Batista. I just don't like him, and I don't like to. AJ Orton said it best. AJ Orton said it best on Skype, and we asked him, "Are you a fan of Batista?" And he goes, "I'm a fan of wrestling. Batista is not a wrestler." That was a pretty good comment, rejoinder. And pretty much I think the same about Dave Batista. Honestly, he's lazy. He's retiring next year. I wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. But honestly, after all the steroids that he took, you can see his bones are frail. Good God. He's been injured, I think, 3 times in the past 2 years. And this year, he'll only have been around for 5 months. April, May, June, and then he gets back at Survivor Series. 5 months will be his entire year total 2009. If I were him, I would actually continue. I know in hindsight you're thinking, oh man, he's been injured a lot. Maybe he should just quit the sport. I think he should continue for at least 1 more year after this because I don't want my legacy, even though a legacy for Batista is not much. Sorry, SurvivorSeries07, but it's the truth. His legacy, so to speak. I don't know if he would want to end his last year just being injured like that for the entire year and not having anything memorable. But hey, if that's how he wants to end it, good luck to you. I unsubscribed from SurvivorSeries07 just because I was a little upset. When I get back home, I'm probably going to subscribe back. And yes, he was kicked out of the Revolution, but we're probably going to put him back in again once I get back or once school starts, which is in a week from when I get back. Also, AJ Orton 34, we officially made him a Revolution member. He is probably the smartest guy of anyone in the Revolution, that is including myself, Matt Beast, Trademark, SurvivorSeries07, and even Jim. And Jim is back! I've been talking to him on Skype the past 3 days. He has returned from the gallows. So yeah, we might, I don't even know. So right now we only have 5 members since Survivor Series is out, but when he gets back, still, like I said, 6-person Skype call, I don't even know if you can do that. Yeah, so like I said, please subscribe to AJ34. Honestly, he probably knows more than a good 96-97% of all the shooters on here. All the guys who know independent wrestling, I'll put them up there with anyone, because this guy knows a lot, and I will put him up there with anyone. Anyone you put in front of my face, I will put AJ up there with him. So, like I said, if you have not subscribed to AJ134, you must do so now. Okay, also I want to get to Brock Lesnar. Me, as y'all know, I've had vicious battles with SurvivorSeries07 about Brock Lesnar, who is his favorite wrestler. Adrian also made a very good point. Batista and Lesnar aren't your favorite wrestlers. They're your favorite entertainers. Gotta agree with him on that one. Honestly, I still say to this day Lesnar did not have passion for the sport. I still say that Lesnar, did it for the money and everything. And C-Dude, I wanted a fifth opinion because I've asked so many guys, and I asked C-Dude what he thought of it, and he told me the same thing. I asked him, what about the passion? And he said, Brock Lesnar, I always wanted to be the best, and I said, that's not passion. Passion for me is a wrestler who will go out there, regardless of injuries, regardless of money, regardless of travel, just so he can do two things, entertain the fans, and do something that he loves doing no matter what. And he even agreed with me. Lesnar didn't have that. And I'm sorry, SurvivorSeries07, Lesnar did not have that. However, I will give Lesnar credit. The wrestling business is a rough one. You can't just, give all these people, we give all these wrestlers crap on whether they're good workers or not, they're bad people or not. The wrestling business is still a hard job. And even for Lesnar as champion, to travel all over and, to bust his ass in the ring, I can still say he didn't have passion, and I think his number one motivators, money and competition, a drive to be the best. But you know what, still, I'm going to give Lesnar credit, because the wrestling business, like I said, is a rough one, especially for someone who's champion. And for a long period, champion, Brock's entire 2 years there, he was almost champion the entire time. Yeah, he was almost champion the entire time, give or take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. 6 months out of the 2.5 years? Not even. He was champion almost the entire time he was there. And that was rough on him on the road and everything. And I will give credit, and I did not want to say this, but Brock, I moderately respect you. You're still kind of a dick. You still kind of don't have the passion. But the wrestling business is a rough one. And I guess I was a little insensitive. Okay, now let's get to the reason that everyone wants to see this video. My top 10 SummerSlam matches. I will give you my 2 runner-ups. Yes, I love psychology in wrestling and the storytelling, as you'll see by my number 1 match. But just because I think 3 of the matches on this list, it could be 3, are ladder matches, and my 2 runner-ups are ladder matches, which are Eddie and Ray at SummerSlam 2005. This would be on my list if it wasn't for the shitty-ass story, which really hurt the match. The match itself, and the botched ending. The match itself is great, but with the botched ending and shitty story, it really hurts the rating, and it makes it not as good as it should be. And TLC won. One of the most overrated matches in wrestling history. I think it's a very good match. I don't think it's some of the best. But let's get to the list very quickly. Number 10, from SummerSlam 2000, The Rock, Triple H. SummerSlam 1998. A great ladder match, and a very overlooked ladder match, as this is truly one of the better matches. This is probably the best match. Yeah, this is probably the best match these guys ever had together. You can argue with the Backlash 2000 match, but I prefer this match to it. Seeing these guys in their I'm not gonna say in their prime, but at their young start, fighting for the Intercontinental title, great match, great thing to see that all wrestling fans should see. Okay, next we get to number 9, which honestly, that's number 8. This is Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle. Senators Robin has a very good point. This is probably the best world title match to ever end in DQ. WWE, don't call me on that. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of other ones, but not a lot's coming to mind right now. Of the best world title match, WWE world title match that ended in DQ. I don't know, but this is definitely a very underrated match, a very overlooked match. This was, aside from Austin Brett and a few of the Austin Rock matches and maybe 1 or 2 of the Austin Triple H matches, this is one of Austin's best matches. I won't say the same about Angle. He said, because I prefer his matches with Benoit, his matches with Shawn Michaels and The Undertakers, all that. But yeah, definitely very good match. Number 8, almost every wrestling fan in the world should know about this match. That's Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect. This match is considered one of the best in history. It's Bret Hart's favorite match of all time. I really loved it the first time, but this, like another match that I'll get to tonight, was kind of shoved down my throat. I'll explain it later. Please don't get confused now. Actually, on the next vid, because of the damn time limit, this will be a 2-part vid. So yeah, like I said, I'll explain later on why. But this match was very, very, very good. The psychology in this match was intense. I loved the storytelling. I loved everything about this match. I really did. My only complaints about it are not much. I guess it's because I've seen a lot of Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect, not this match. Like I've seen this match a lot. I've seen a lot of their WCW stuff a lot. So it's kind of been like I've seen it so many times that it gets less and less